I'm Brandon Casey. The reason I'm running for judge is because our Superior Court system is in a real mess right now. It's something that most people don't understand unless they need the system. The problem is when you need the system, you're at your most vulnerable point. That could be in a family law issue. That could be a person who needs involuntary treatment. And I'll explain what that is in a moment here. Or it could be something very simple about a contract dispute, a land dispute, or you could be charged with a crime. What's happening in our system right now is the number of cases going into our system over the years has pretty much stayed about the same. It ebbs and flows, but it's stayed about pretty much the same. It decreased after COVID. What's also interesting is since 2015, the pending cases, the cases not getting resolved, have increased. What does that mean? Severe delays in our court system, delays that make it unconstitutional at this point in time. According to the National Center for State Courts, as an example, 24% of our criminal cases are not being resolved within the national guidelines. That's a travesty because the national guidelines are actually more expansive. They allow for 1 year to complete a criminal case. Our state court guidelines for being constitutional are up to 9 months. So we are really severely not complete. We are not completing these cases within the constitutional guidelines. Our courts are supposed to follow the Constitution. That's one of the things that's very important to me is I believe as a judge, your first and primary goal is to look at the law and the way the law is applied through a constitutional lens. That means every time I'm looking at any law and applying it is making sure we're protecting people's rights. Whether it's landowners' rights, whether or not it's the rights of the parents with the child, or whether or not it's a person's constitutional rights to a fair trial. All of that needs to happen. It doesn't happen if justice is delayed because then justice is denied.